Hi all. Right, quite late at night, but I'd like to try and get an allied impulse on if I can. See if we can push to the finish line here. Um, get this done and dusted. And when I say dusted, I mean the map needs dusted. There's dust everywhere. It's been up too long. Okay. Right. Let's just draw a card, Grant. So going on. So ally command card. Okay. I wish I hadn't bothered this late at night. Oh, it's going to bring in oh, is it? No, it's not. They're third army, aren't they? Right, okay. I still have some reserves, but they're from third corps, which is in the third army. So, right, this is the first time I've had this situation then. Because I think every time I've drawn an army card, it's been for combat tactic or it has deployed reserves. So, the first army card is activate all allied units within five hexes of German unit closest to Liège with tank battalion combat tactic. Activate with tank battalion combat tactic. Okay. Right, so it's going to happen up north. Okay, let's see if we can find out what's happening. Okay, so the German unit closest to Liège is going to be these guys here, I believe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know if that counts or not, but they're both Liège, but I don't know if you need to actually go to that one. But it doesn't matter. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So that's definitely the closest one. So I'll put is that a good colour? Probably not. A dark green cube there. So all allied units within 5 hexes of that unit. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So basically, it's not getting down to here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it's just covering all these units in this area here. So that's reasonably straightforward, I think. Right, hang on. Before we do that though, again, we should be looking at out of contact, shouldn't we? Deploy all First Army reserves. Give me a sec. Yeah, going by what I'm reading, there's no change here. If it was a division you were trying to activate, you would check them for out of contact. If it was a division card. If it was a corps card, you would check the corps for out of contact. And if it's an army card, I believe you still check the whole army to see if any of the units are out of contact. So before we go on to trying to activate them, we do need to check if any units will redeploy. Which might be possible now because we've. Let's see if I can zoom back far enough. No, maybe not. Right, the first army units are north of this line, as you can just see at the bottom there. But you know how I was saying that we couldn't get in past this river? Well, now when we took that unit out, we now can. We can get in here. So if there's any units out of contact, now admittedly in these 3 hexes they would have to be from 18 corps. 18 corps extends right down to here, whereas 7 corps extends down to here and 5 corps only extends down to here. So Is that right? Yeah. Okay. Right, well, I suppose it's better looking to see if there's anything out of contact first. Right, okay. We'll have a look. Okay, just been having a little look at the situation. It looks like up here, these two units are out. There's two units there out of contact. One's 7 core, one's 5 core. This unit could be out of contact, although the removal of it might create a gap. I'm not sure about that. And that's it between the two. Now, it does look like there's some down here as well. But I think what we really need to look at is, you know, I said that 5th core can only be deployed down to here. There's not a hex, a position of hex within 5th core area that would be in supply and a German unit's proximate to. So we can ignore all 5th core units that might be classed as out of contact. And also down here is the 7 core limit, and that's the same scenario. I think 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, it's maybe not. Although it wouldn't deploy adjacent to an allied unit, would it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we can't get to Manhay. No, I think if we could get to Manhay, then that would be a consideration. I think to get above this line, the only unit is this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's the only hex we can reach, I think. And it's adjacent to an allied unit, so yeah. So I think that means that we can ignore looking at 7 core units. So then we come down to the 18 core, yeah, the light green guys, these guys. And they're the only ones that could be possible because, you know, there's, whether some of these are surroundable or not, possibly, but what I'm meaning is we need, it's only worthwhile looking at 18 core units to see if any of them are out of contact. And the 2 that we spotted up here, or 3 that we spotted, one's from 5th core and the 2 from 7 core. So I'll just have another look, because all the 18 core ones seem to be further south. I mean, okay, there's some there, but this isn't out of contact, and this isn't, the one underneath there's 18 core, it's not out of contact. But there are some down below, so let me have a look. Okay, yeah, so I've spotted 2, these 2 guys aren't out of contact. And there's one underneath here, that's not out of contact, it's adjacent to a German unit. There's 3 units in here, all from 30 Division. So they've got a combined, not only have they got a combined strength of 8 and 5 steps, there's also not a German unit proximate to them. So there's a case for out of contact there. And this unit here, this armoured unit, there's not a German unit proximate to that. Removal of that would not create a gap. Yeah, the removal of all of them, if it happened to be, would not create a gap as well. So yeah, I think we're going to move some units about rather than actually activate the core, which is a bit of a shame. We've still not done that with an army card. I could be wrong though. It might be that there's the hexes are surroundable and they'll not move there, but so you're looking for the lowest numbered unit. Well, this is 3. What have we got in here? 8, 9, then 27. And all of these 3 are considered out of contact, because it's not just the whole stack situation with 8 strength. There's actually not a German unit proximate to that hex, and the removal of them would not create a gap. So the whole 3 of them are out of contact, I believe. Right, hang on a sec. No, nothing's going to be able to get down to there. And this is, no, I think that's right. So anyway, first of all, we're considering this unit. So does he have somewhere else that he could redeploy to with method A? Well, let's have a look. Okay, yeah, it's like I said, this area here, there was another, I think this hex, but this was surroundable, but I'm pretty sure these are not surroundable. This unit can only go, it can get into there, and we could get something into there, but there's no way we're getting zone of control here or here, and these 2 are safe. So yeah, I think that's 4 possible options there. Empty position hex, unit's core area, able to trace allied supply, German unit is proximate. Yeah, sorry, that was the other thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this guy can move all the way to here. And he can also reach the other hexes, obviously. Not a dangerous surround, not in a German held town or city, not adjacent to an allied unit. So all them are applicable, and then we would look at right, that's true. It doesn't necessarily mean it's going to go with the highest hold value, does it? So it's this unit here we're taking, which is a 7th armoured unit from 18 core. So he's wanting to be 3 away from a 7th armoured unit. Fun enough, that's a 7th armoured unit. 1, 2, doesn't quite reach. They're all 30th, aren't they? Yeah. And yeah, it's 8 core, isn't it? 1, 2, 3. Actually, what's down the bottom of that? The 75th division. So that's not within 3 either, is it? So hang on a sec. Yeah, I can't seem to find the 3rd 7th armoured unit. Or is it here? Ah, yeah, it is here. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3. Yeah, but we can reach this hex, but it's adjacent to an allied unit. We looked at that one already. We can't reach up to here. Yeah, or Manhay would be the one, wouldn't it? That would pop in there. But okay, so we can't get within 3 of the division. So can we get within 3 of the core? Well, this unit's in the core, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So these 2 hexes are a possibility, and this one's 1, 2, 3. So this one 2, 1, 2. So I don't think this one's a consideration then. Because it's no, I tell a lie. 1, 2, 3, yeah. So, oh no. You're talking about Grant. What was the one I took away? It was that one, wasn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I'm getting muddled up there myself. So yeah, this one's not within 3 of a core unit, is it? 1, 2, 3. No. So that, yeah, that's why I took that one away. I knew what I was doing. Okay, so it does look like this guy can redeploy to one of these, and then you look at the next part is going to be the highest hold value, isn't it? when 3 hexes of unit same core, if more than one, highest whole value hex. So there you go, anti-hoof blades. Does that help them? I don't know. So this guy's going to redeploy to there, and so I'll just to make sure I'm getting things right, because we had another, yeah, it's a stack, isn't it? What's that, stack? Okay. Yeah, unfortunately these two hexes are going to be not an option now. This is adjacent, and we can't get through that one now. And I'm pretty sure this was I looked at this originally. It's not only surroundable, it's probably not an allied supply actually, because of this river situation. They can't go up around there, so they can't get up around the bridge, and they can't get down here. But it's surroundable as well. This guy could go 1, 2, 3, and this guy can go here. So, well, are we getting lucky again? This is the thing. Yeah, it just shows you that we draw the first army card, and yeah, going by what I'm looking at and reading, that's all that's going to happen. That seems a bit not sure with that one, but we've had a few of these, and I've posted a lot of videos, and yeah, I've got caught out with quite a few things. Some really dumb ones. My dumbest one ever was like trying to retreat one unit out of hex, leave the other one there. I'm pretty sure that was the silliest one I've had in this game. Kind of embarrassing, but yeah. Like I think at the time my defence was that the other unit was out of fuel and couldn't move, but anyway, it still wasn't really backing it up with much. However, yeah, well, what I mean is that a lot of the time I've made moves like this with cards like this, and none of you have come back saying that there was anything wrong with it, so it feels like that's all that's happening. I mean, it's an out of contact unit that's redeploying. You know, it does feel like if you were in control of the allies, you would probably have made this activation. However, we've talked about this before. The AI it's a very complex AI. It's brilliantly done, and you know you can't take the whole things that your mind would think into that. You can't really consider that. I think that's just too much to try and put in it. And remember, there's 3 games built into this game, 3 different games, which is pretty amazing. Like, okay, I'm gonna go with that. Probably gonna have to have a wee look at this video afterwards, I think, because it is quite late at night. I've had a beer, and that just doesn't seem like an awful lot for a first army card, but this is the thing. I've complained about being unlucky with a lot of things, and how many times the 21st Army group card I've never activated with it. It's been a combat tactic, and there we go. There we've not even activated there. Just moved 1 unit from there to there, and it doesn't look terribly threatening. I mean, there is a gap here, but it's got a river in the way. You know, it's going to have to move into there first, then move across the river before it. And it's unlikely to do any of that anyway, I think. Okay, going on a bit, Grant. Right, going to have a pause there, but I might try a German impulse, but I'll cut it there because that's 20 minutes. 20 minutes, pretty much nothing. Sorry guys. Okay, cheers. Hi all. Wow, I just looked back on that first part of this video at 20 minutes. So maybe just as well I don't spend all my impulses late at night after a few beers. That was kind of hard work. I think I had to probably put a few comments in there. Yeah, maybe not the best viewing. However, I don't believe I got any of the rules wrong though. It did seem strange still. The first army card just redeploying a unit that was out of contract, but yeah, I think unless I hear otherwise, that was the right thing to do. Okay, German impulse time. So I had been looking, and a couple of days have went by actually, and I had passed the map and had a look and considered what I was going to do, because I've only got 4 cards in my hand. So I think this isn't the most isn't the best way to be using this, I don't think, but I think I'm going to play the 4 cards in my hand. And I know I started saying that things felt a bit gamey. I think I came across a post recently where somebody was talking about something like that, where they were in a position where they just wanted to rush towards the end of the day. I suppose there is something that does feel a wee bit wrong about that, rather than playing the game, but I'm still playing the game to get to the end of the day, to hopefully still have the victory points that are going to give me the victory, yeah. And albeit quite a low down victory really, because we're on the 27th, there's only 2 days after this to go. However, right, okay, so I think I am going to play the 4 cards. There's 7 cards on my draw pile still, so that would draw 6 of them, just 1 left in the draw pile, and then we can try and close the day out, and then maybe think about replacing this with something else, and I'm not sure what I'd like to play something probably a bit lighter, but I've got another table across there that I could have set something up, and I must admit, every time I've come up to sit down and play it, I've wanted to play this, so I've not been drawn away to anything else, even if it was a lighter kind of game, but I think the temptation is to probably set up the Allied Solo version of this. I don't mean, to be honest, it's such a different game from this. It doesn't feel like, oh, we're doing the same old thing again, you know, we're playing enemy action Ardennes again. It's such a different way to play it, obviously, because you're playing the other side, but it plays so differently. I've not had as many playthroughs of it as I have of this, though, so, mind you, you can see me, my head's in the rulebook all the time playing this, so it would be just the same, if not more, playing the Allied Solo, but yeah, I think I'm probably tempted to give that one a go. The fact that this recording seems to have gone okay, I've enjoyed doing it anyway, and most of the comments have been positive, so yeah, so we shall see. Anyway, we still need to finish out this one yet, and let's get this done. Okay, so I'm going to activate the OKW units, and plan is to have an attack on this, but unfortunately I'm not going to get all the force in there because of where they're positioned, but I'll show you what my thinking is. Okay, so here we are. My main problem is this stacks, this hex is fully stacked with units that aren't of the OKW. So it's not that I can get these guys round into here, and I can't get them right round into here, it's too far to get round. I mean, I could consider an attack on this, but I think the fact this is the low supply, it's not drawing another card, it's probably better. So what I can do is, I'm doing this for 2 reasons obviously. One, oops, one for the strength advantage, and one because this is 2 steps. I'm going to move this unit into here, but I need to make a space in this hex. So, right, let me just double check where I'm going to put it though. Yeah, I can't really see anything clever to do with these, because I don't think I'm going to be able to move this guy. I can't get him into battle. So what I might do is, that's right, he's on his reduced side, okay. Just leave him there. He'll build an IP, not that that's really relevant. So this guy moves out, he's breaking away from zone of control, so 2 movement into there. This guy's probably staying here. And again, I do have these other units to move, don't I? Right, that guy's going in there anyway. He's going to be part of the battle. Maybe I should just rethink this move out yet. I'm definitely moving this unit out, obviously, to make space for that 4 strength unit, but just let me... Because I forgot about these guys. These 2 guys are going to be able to move. You know, we could bring them up and around, which would then mean maybe bringing this guy back that way, maybe. Okay, yeah, I still think I'm going to bring this guy out into there. And then... because he wouldn't be able to do that. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Could do that. You know, and if we get a positive, if we get a real good positive result and knock these guys out of there, we could advance into there surrounding that guy. Maybe. Okay, so I think that's all. I mean, I've got the unit down in R1, but he's not going to move. I do have this other unit. Zoom out a bit. Oops. Where are we? Yeah, he's here, yeah. I do have this guy here as well. But, no, I think I'd maybe like to just keep him there. Yeah, I mean, ideally, if this cavalry unit hadn't moved up to there, I possibly would have moved them down towards R1 just to sort of support it. Because, I mean, R1's 5 victory points. But yeah, I'm not really going to be able to position it any better, I don't think. No, I think I'm going to just leave that guy where he is as well. I don't think there's a need to mess about with him. You know what? Let's just try and finish the day, Grant. You know, let's... Yeah, indeed. Okay, so that's all my movement. And I'm going to attack on this hex here. Yeah, that's right, yeah. So these 2 units are going to attack this hex, and then we're going to assault Cornet so that everything else comes in as well. That's another 3 underneath that, so, and then these guys, that's an IP marker down the bottom, but, oh well, that's, yeah, it's going to come off on it, because of they're attacking. That makes it a wee bit easier then to deal with. Yeah, okay. And then, what else are we going to do? Yeah, well, let's just count up the numbers. We're not adding any more units with what the cards we've got. So, I've got 3 there. And then another 7. So, 10, 17, 20, yeah. So, 20 to 4, I think it is. Yeah. So 5 to 1 odds. Nope. 5-1 odds. And are we going to play them both? I think so. I mean, I thought about it for a while. They both make some sense. So I'm going to play this card for. Oops, sorry. I'm going to play this for artillery, and then because I don't really feel like I need to do anything with the first SS as well. You know, I'm not really. And then I thought, why not? Why not use this again? It's not a card that I'm really going to want to be doing much with for infantry infiltration. So, and remember, we can play 3 combat tactics. We've got 3 command values, so we're playing assault coordination, artillery, and infantry infiltration allows us to flank this unit because we're only attacking from 2 hexes, and it's not in a town. So that classes us as flanking as well. And then we need to have infantry in the battle, which we do have. So there we go. So 20 to 4 and 5-1 odds. Right, we've got 1, 2, 3. Now the one down the bottom is not going to count. 4, 5, and then 3 combat tactics. So 8 chip pools maximum. And 5-1 odds. Okay, so there we go. Find a bit of space to put these chips when they come out. Right. So we've got a minimum of 3, and remember he's in low supplies, so he's not going to get to draw a card. So it's a minimum of 3 chip pools, maximum at 8. So I'll go and get the 3. Well, yeah, not brilliant really. I mean, I suppose it is D2, but it's the 2 A's that I'm not comfortable with. I mean, at least both stacks have multi-step units. This stack's got 2 2-step units, and this stack's got 2 2-step units. So the good thing is it's unlikely we're going to have any units eliminated. And if things did get out of hand here, would it be terrible for us to disperse the units? I don't think so. How many chips do we draw though? I mean, if we get some disperse unsupplied, they've got an A- one on them, so that's good. Well, we just go the whole hog, and maybe 7 would be enough. I think I'll just draw 8. Yeah. Yeah, okay, there we go. That was quite nice. First chit I drew was attacker elite. Well, we're not elite, we're not green either though. The front of this was 8-1, which we've not got, but we're not less than 3-1. And then nice wee disperse unsupplied, and then flank attack. We played infantry infiltration, so we get the flank attack 3-1. So yeah, pretty good. So we're only going to get 1 hit. So let me just count the numbers up, check the numbers. So there we go, 5 hits to him and only 1 to us, and that's perfect. That's just 5 is what we needed, because his first retreat, he can go into a friendly unit. Actually, that stacking limit thing. Yeah, no, I think there was a rat I brought out. As long as you're going to be able to retreat them a second hex. Yeah. However, he's going to go retreat, and then have 3 steps left and still have to take 3 hits. So excellent. That was really good. I'm really chuffed that I went to 8 then, because we actually needed that to eliminate them both. Okay, did we need to eliminate them both? No, but it's 2 more units than eliminated units box, and you know what? We're up to 47 victory points. So if we could get to 48, then we've got the safeguard of if we were to lose a 2 victory point town, we would still have the victory sealed. So that's something to consider maybe, but That is 2 more units to eliminate, so maybe not. But I don't feel threatened. None of the towns with 2 victory points. We've strengthened St Hubert a little bit, and we strengthened Vale Sam. So I'm not worried about it. I mean, who knows? Who knows though? Okay, so we've got 1 hit to take. Let me just have a wee think about that. Yeah, I think I'll take it on this guy. I don't want to take it on the unit in Bastone. I want to keep the OKW units. And this guy's, he drops to a 3, I believe, if I flip him. So we'll take the hit on that guy. We'll put him down the bottom there. And then, so we can advance after combat, maybe. Okay, yeah, I do want to advance, so we get this guy surrounded, I suppose. So I don't think I'll advance with both of these though. Then again, I suppose this could be a possible attack hex, couldn't it? Yeah, he's an elite unit, but he's in low supply as well. So should I advance them both? I don't think this is needed, Grant. I think you're thinking about things that aren't really required. If anything, it might be better going for this guy, but then again, he's not in low supply, and he's 5 strength as well, so yeah. Well, how about not advancing that? What's that? 3, 5, 7, 9, 12. That would be 41 odds. Why don't we just do that then? Yeah, you know what? I'm going to advance these 3. Mind you, these are both bracketed. Yeah, whatever. Right, I'm going to advance the A3 into the hex, and I'm just going to leave them where they are. Okay, so yeah, that was a good result, whether it was needed or not. And finally, of course, this guy moved down here, but this guy didn't move, so he's going to be able to build an IP. Not that it's probably relevant. I think I say that all the time, but why not do it, just in case. Right, we'll tidy everything up there. I think that was okay. And, well, we can draw our cards. I'll show you them. I'm not sure if I've got time for... Yeah, I should hopefully get an allied impulse. Right, give me a sec. Okay, so let's see what I get. Let's see, I think I've got 7, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah. I've got 7 cards, so there's 1 more in the draw pile, so... yeah, let's see what we get. Second SS. Lots of division cards, which we thought... yeah. Yeah, no core cards at all. They're all... Well, yeah, second SS and the 58. Oh, sorry. There we go. Look at what you're recording, Grant. So, few issues. Yeah, we've got 1 here. We've got 1 here, I think. This one's 22, 25, and 28. We're on 27, aren't we? Yeah, so I'll bring the camera around and we'll have a look at these 2. Okay, well, I've had a look at... It's the 12th SS that would go out of fuel on the 27th. And you know where they are? In Verviers. The 3 of them. They're all in Verviers. So they're going to be marked out of fuel. So they may not attack, move, retreat or advance. And It would mean the attackers may disregard one attacker hit. It doesn't adjust the fact that they're still going to have the same strength when being attacked in the city. Yeah, so it's maybe not really an issue, but when I first seen it, I thought, oh no, what's that going to do? Yeah, so nothing I can do about it. I have no fuel. Didn't draw any. What was it? Fuel. Oh. Right, hang on. This is a fuel priority event, isn't it? Right, because it worked different. Let me take that back just now, because it worked differently than I had thought. I'd never used it before, didn't I? And then when we used it, it wasn't as. I think. Do you not get to keep? Oh no, you can discard any card or something. Let me look at this. Hang on. Okay, just need to double check I've got this right again, because we're in a slightly different. So it says, the fuel priority event, play when drawing cards into your hand. So I suppose we're at that stage. We're just drawing the card. We've drawn all these six cards into hand. So, and it says discard this card or any other card in your hand instead of discarding a card for a formation scheduled to be out of fuel this day. That formation is not out of fuel. This command event may only be used once per day. So if that's right, my thinking of that's right, I think I can, when I'm drawing these cards, discard this card to say that the 12th SS Panzer Division is not going to be marked out of fuel. So I've then discarded this, and I don't need to worry about this one being out of fuel. I mean, it's only the 17th PG. Well, I mean, it is relevant. It's the guy in R1 and the guy just northwest of that. So that feels like it's right. It feels like it's a wee bit cheeky, but play when drawing cards in your hand. Discard this card or any other card in your hand instead of discarding a card for a formation scheduled to be out of fuel this day. That formation is not out of fuel. Yeah, so I'm going to discard this when I'm drawing it into my hand to say that the 12th SS are not going to be marked out of fuel. So I also get to keep this card in my hand. And by the way, the combat tactic on that is reinforced battle, and the combat tactic on the other one's press the attack, which is not so good. I mean, there could be an argument to say, why do this, Grant? Why not just discard the cards? Because you're wanting to get to the end of the day. But I don't know, a bit of that feels wrong. So I've discarded that to stop this from being out of fuel. And then once I check my hand now, there's no other units that will be marked out of fuel because that card's now been discarded. So yeah, I think that's good. And yeah, there could be an argument for why not just let them both go. But it would mean Verviers and R1, the units in both these cities that I need, would be marked out of fuel. I mean, okay, I've looked at what that does, and maybe it doesn't really make that much difference, but anyway, I'm going to go with that. That seems like the right thing to do there. So yeah, so only one more card in the draw pile. Right, so Allied Impulse next. I will cut this video though, but I might still, I think I've got time, so we'll see. But I'll be an Allied Impulse coming up soon, guys. Okay, cheers.